No. Actually, I think I could do number one better. Okay, so let's acknowledge that. Let's just acknowledge it. All right, so and I've broken these up by section. So if you feel good about number one, then you're not worried about chapter 1-3. Like take note of that. Okay, I'm not gonna study 1-3. I feel good about it. Yeah, you don't. You could do it another order, get the right answer. Did anybody else get a really weird fraction for number
I got a
one?
decimal. 4.4.
Oh, you need fraction form for full credit. Has to be a fraction. I won't grade your decimal, 0 credit.
How do I get a negative 22?
Mixed numbers is fine, but I will say on the SAT, you can't do mixed numbers. You can't bubble them in. You can't write them in. So improper fractions are favored in all higher level math to mixed numbers. So no, I should say sometimes mixed numbers make the most sense, but a lot of times improper fractions are ideal. So I usually leave an improper fraction. All right, you guys, if you still need some work on absolute value equations, which section of the textbook should you be reading independently on your own? Section 4. I got lost once we started doing absolute value. I'm going to actually read the words that the textbook has to say about absolute value. That's going to help me understand it better. That's what you can do in your own time. A lot of people say, I don't know how to study math, and I've just told you, you need to read the textbook. Okay, so step 1 of absolute value, what do you want to do? Isolate the absolute value bar. So first we will subtract 5 across the equal line. First step is really good start. Now we never distribute into absolute value, but this is multiplication. So we'll divide both sides by 4. Step 2, right. Too many lines at once. So now we know that the absolute value of this expression is 1. So we know that this expression is exactly 1 unit away from 0. It might be a positive 1 unit away. It might be a negative 1 unit away. We're not sure because the absolute value is making it just look like a positive 1. So we need 2 possibilities. So starting with section 4, absolute values, then you have to start creating your 2 possibilities. The positive possibility, it's possible that what's inside of here really does just equal 1. But there's also this negative possibility. It's kind of hard to understand. Maybe when I subtract that, I get a negative 1, and then the absolute value turns it positive. So you need 2 answers. Well, I don't know if my answers will be positive and negative, but at this point, I need a positive and negative possibility.
I'm pretty sure it is right. 6.
They're disturbingly close together. It's okay, there's your answers. Both answers for full credit. The truth is, you could put 4 in here. Picture it. Picture a 4 right here. You get 8 minus 7 is 1. You could also plug 3 in here. You get 6 minus 7 is -1, which makes a true equation. So both of them work. Okay, so that's 3 and 4. There's more to your test than just these two, but this is a review of section 1.3 through section 1.6.
Put the things on the wrong side.
There you go. There you go. 3 and 4. Go ahead. So section 1.5 is single inequalities, not compound. All of the problems in 1-5 just have one symbol. It's not an and or an or problem, just a basic inequality. You're looking for a problem with 1.5 and we just did 2 at once. We might have done one and it was on Monday. Were you asking it?
Number 4. Just
No, it would be -1.
Why would it be negative?
Because 8 times 10 to the 4 equals 8. So it's -1 is less than or equal to 3. Is it not negative? I mean, is it not negative? No, because you divide 8k by a constant. So it wouldn't make it.
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
New reveal. The number I'm now dividing by is positive. I am not going to flip the sign. Go ahead and graph this one. This reads k is greater than -1. I'm going to do a closed dot, point to numbers that go higher. Did you find that paper? All right, starting with chapter 1-6 is where we started doing compound inequalities where things got to be like and or. So go ahead and check out that section if you want to just see some problems worked out with words to help you. Check out your book. People with PhDs wrote that book. We're going to divide 3 on all 3 parts. 4 is less than or equal to y, less than or equal to 16. No?
It's
Yes.
Yeah, 24.
24, how did I say? I was thinking 72 divided by 6.
Is that the answer?
Yeah, I messed that
Do
up.
you have to add the equals less than or equal, or do you?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I did that one a little too quickly. Or are we good? Okay. Why did they go to negative? Weird choice. Close dot. Open circle. So when the variable is stuck in the middle of the symbols, that's where your lines should meet in the middle. You left class that day confused about that. The variable's in the middle, your line meets in the middle. Anybody have a question? Okay, so you're writing the section down that you want to go back and review. Oh, same section, absolute value and equality.
Wait, what are the chapters for? What was chapter 1? Chapter 1?
So 1-1 and 1-2, I didn't put it in this board.
Oh, okay.
One of them, the first one was order of operations. We just plugged in and simplified. Some of them were tricky. The next one was classifying numbers, sets of numbers, rational, integer, whole numbers. That's on your test. It wasn't up here. Also on your test is factoring, which we did like the second and third and fourth day of school. I think that's it, yeah.
Would you make this as an preparation when you're doing it?
Yeah, probably.
Don't you have to make 3 different ones?
You do. Yeah. Yeah. So all absolute values, you need to. All absolute values, you need to make 2 problems. So section 6 was loaded.
I think I got it.
So when you have an absolute value inequality, you set up your 2 possibilities. You flip the symbol and you change the sign. Solve. So maybe W is greater than 5/2. Maybe W is less than or equal to negative 5/2. Graph that. Make sure you put it on a number line.
That means I did the homework wrong.
So this, I'm gonna wait. Has everyone drawn this? You might mess up. I'm putting a lot of thought into it. here that the distance is greater than 5 units. So your arrows should be going far away from 5. Far left and far right. The graph is of W, not of the problem. Okay, questions on 5. I think this is the last one. Who wasted their time? That's okay. Do it today and not on your test, right? Make a mistake today and not on your test. Absolute value is always positive. Yeah, but you just gotta remember to look for it. Remember to look for this. So if I'm studying for this test, I'm definitely gonna maybe write this out 3 times. No solution, no solution. Don't forget to look for no solutions. So the writing things out like that's what's gonna help you remember it. I might not say this to you again for your test. I don't know. I'd have to look at that review assignment and see if it's on there. There's one in your homework last night. We'll go over.
I got that one.
Okay. All right. Is that it? That's it. Okay. Before we go over homework. Oh. I have an example. Sorry, you asked me why do we flip a symbol when you multiply or divide by a negative, and this is the best explanation that I can come up with. I didn't come up with it. Best explanation I can find. So there's a yellow dot and a blue dot. And what's true is that this is at -3 and this is at 4. -3 is less than 4. This is all true, right? And then we could multiply both sides by 2. -3 times 2 is -6. And 4 times 2 is 8. So this is still true. You know, the yellow dot is on the left. The blue dot is on the right. The left side is still less than the right side. But when you multiply both sides by -2, the -2 will make this a +6. The -2 will make this a -8. The yellow dot is now on the greater side. The blue dot is the left side. And so the statement is no longer true. So the yellow and blue dots switch because of that negative. So you have to switch the symbol when you multiply or divide by negative. Any questions on that? Okay, get out your homework. It was workbook page 11, 15 through 20.
I did it, but I think I did it.
We'll go over it. You can have all the words in for you.
Oh, I didn't think I did it. You could ask me, I did it, Kaylin.
I really did try.
Okay, were they no fractions?
No.
Oh, no fractions. Okay, so I did it right.
Yeah, so I just flip it.
Here's 16. Everything I'm hoping to see is 16.
Oh no, I didn't do them. I did it right the first time. Oh my god.
Honestly, together is better on that one. Together is better.
I didn't do these right. Okay.
What do I mean by together is better? This is what I mean by together is better. Yeah, you show him.
17. 17 R -2 and R plus 2. 37 plus 5. No, that's Wait, number 18, no solution. Please say yes. 8.
So,
I got it.
and
And
I'm
it's.
seeing that
That's great.
not all you guys have the word.
Okay, so N is
Like I'm
less
looking,
than 12,
I'm
and
looking
then
for
N is less than
mistakes. I'm gonna
22.
correct them because I'm gonna point them out. Oh, I told you. Here's 17. Check 17 for it. Is that a different thing?
Oh. You did? Oh, I forgot to flip it. You flip it when it's a negative?
When you look at a negative, yes. When you do an absolute value and you do the positive first, and then you have to make it a negative to get the second one, so you flip it.
Number 20, I got H is greater than equal to 4.
Yeah.
And then N is greater than less than negative 6. Yes, oh, that means it'd be correct, right? Yep, so it should be less. Right.
Yeah, it's going to be less than or equal to
Okay.
negative 6.
Wait, I did it right. This whole way.
Okay, there's only one like 2 operation type problem. How'd you do on 18?
The
How do
solution.
we do on 18? This makes no sense. How can it negative be 2 units away? 19.
Part.
Okay, so somebody asked me about this before and I didn't have my thing. So instead of an and here, it would be like a little bit better. My answer could be a little better if I wrote it all together with the N in the middle. Okay, so everybody who did this, great job. Your answer's a little better than what I did here. So instead of just showing them separate, kind of understanding that n is falling in the middle of these, so I could write that as a compound inequality. That's really good. And here's 20. Now these ones that go opposite directions, you can't write together. They have the or in the middle of them. But if the arrows are pointing together, you can write it as one compound inequality, and that's a little better. Questions? Yes. Yes. The purple pass is back there. Okay, so you guys have a 2-day assignment. It's in the textbook. It's written back there. That's due before your test Friday. I won't answer any questions on Friday. So you want to start the assignment now, ask questions right now. You really kind of want to finish it tonight so tomorrow you can ask questions on it. But all day tomorrow you can work on it in class. I'll do a bell work, and then your classwork will be this assignment. Depending on doing it right now. Depending on like how on task you are, literally if everyone finishes today and no one has any questions, I'll come up with something else to do that'll benefit you in class. You can anything on my desk.
I never got a textbook for whole.
Okay, I have a couple on the back.
Hey, 50. Look.
It's a big review for the chapter.
Did I distribute this?
For 12. Yeah, they do the parentheses and then the brackets and then
So I distribute the negative.
no, you would add 16 in grade and then you would subtract the 19 and 28.
So it equals 3.
Yes.
Really? Is it 2 thirds parentheses 21? Because it's. Oh wait, no, I did it wrong. Wait, how did you know?
Number 12.
Yeah, I got 2 thirds and then plus 12.
So you add that.
Okay. So that's 21.
And then you add 6.
Why do I add 6?
Oh wait, no, you know what I did? I did something different. You don't, you just do this.
How do you do that?
You need to take 2 thirds and multiply it by 9 and then multiply it by 12 and then add that.
2 thirds. Is it 9 over 1? Whatever.
No, yeah, you do. Multiply it by 9
This is why I calculate. What you want? 3 to the third power is 9. Wait, what? 3 to the third power. I meant second power. Wait, what? 3 times 3 times 3. Oh, 12. Wait, 27. Wait, what? Wait, what was your question in the first place? What was your question anyway? Oh, 20. 27?
Yeah.
It's just Chris.
Anyways, I still can do everything.
No.
Who's got a question on 11 or 12?
If you distribute it.
Distributing unless we have like an X in there. You know, like if I can do the math in my parentheses, that's gonna be easier. So I'm gonna just do 3 times 3 times 3. And your calculator is the. Oh, you don't even need it. Why did you get 13?
Because I'm on that one.
There's no variables I don't distribute. I just do the math inside. Just do the numbers. Okay.
Okay, so you make it a fraction in the
Yeah.
meantime.
Yeah. When we turn this in, do you want us to give you a paper of just our answers along with our? Okay, but I'm saying so you have both. Like, well, you're gonna keep it in your notebook, and I'm just gonna walk around. Okay, because I've been putting the answers so far in like in the margins, that way you can just see them as well. But they'd be boxed in.
I hope I did 13. Pretty sure. 10. Huh? Yeah, I got 2.
You can go ahead and check 13. If you're not at 13 yet, your stuff, please let me know.
These ones.
I feel like there's probably one more back.
Wait, where'd you get?
8 times 1/2. I did that multiplication. That led me to 4 before I did any subtraction. You did 5 times 0.7, that's 1, right? Minus 10 times 1/2, that's 5. All of that. Elise, did you have a question?
-11.
Any decimal is rational.
Does the answer to that question still include the pi?
In the book, the answer is multiplied by pi, but I would take pi in your answer for an intact full credit work. So you can leave pi and not use a calculator.
Is number 16 1? Wait. Wait, how
Check
do
15 and 16.
wait. Oh, I actually got -16 for number.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Remember that when you, I promise you were going to square negative on your test. I put it on there because everybody messes it up.
I got this one.
I promise you, I'm going to have you plug in a negative and see who's going to leave that number negative. A negative times a negative is a positive. So when you plug in a negative, make sure it comes out positive and you square it. It'll be in your test for sure.
Did you do 17? Get off. How did it do so fast?
Candy, what number are you on?
Same number as you. Actually, I'm at the one before you.
Same, taking a picture of
I'm
the
not-
16.
Okay, you want to go back?
I'm doing this on my own.
Okay. Who's in question? 15, 16, or 17? So this isn't a word problem. It's just a variable problem. It's exactly like what
Name the sub.
we got R. I put it in for R. We got height, which is H. I put it in for H. That's it.
Do you remember like when we worked on
I'm looking around and catch somebody on the phone.
So 18 is rational.
rational and real. Like either one.
Rational and real.
Either one is fine. I like this one better. Yeah, take a photo of the screen. There'll be a video as well. The video has all these answers on it. I can go back to past ones if you want. You can come in after school and finish the assignment and check them. You don't need to drive up. You guys are students. Oh, shoot. You don't need to drive up.
Yes, I do. I have to walk all the way over to building.
So number 19.